Hi, I'm Kim, host of Dating Diaries. I am 48 years old. I live in the Phoenix area.
Hi, my name is Dante. I'm 43. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. A little bit about me.
All right, Dante, thank you for coming to
You're
Dating
welcome.
Diaries. We appreciate you being here.
Good.
Again, the purpose of the show is to kind of talk about dating from your experiences.
Okay.
So let's kind of dive into that then. So tell me a little bit about your dating experience. Like, how would you summarize it? How would you sum it up? And let's talk about it.
Dating experience, how would I sum it up? I would say it's interesting.
Okay.
It's interesting. There are a lot of people that I say date with deficits.
Dating with a deficit.
Dating with a deficit, that's my terminology for describing people that, to a certain extent, they're not healed. They are looking for things to complete themselves. They're looking for the other person to give more than they're willing to give out. And a lot of times, sometimes we can call that like dating on a rebound, right?
Okay.
So you're in a relationship with somebody and that falls apart. Normally it falls apart because there's something that you're missing, that you're not getting, that you're not complete. So what happens after that, the next person you meet, you just look for that one thing that you were missing. So now you start another relationship and you're dating with a deficit because you're never whole yourself. So what I've seen, what I've experienced.
So are you saying you're dating with a deficit, or the
No. I'm not dating.
with-
I met a lot of people that were dating with
clarify.
deficit. Yeah, let's
Okay.
clarify. And you know, earlier on when I was dating, I'm guilty of that too, because it happens to both men and women. You have to be aware of yourself. You have to know what you're missing. You have to know if you're complete, right? Because I hear people say relationships should be 50-50. But in reality, it's 100-100. Because when you go into a relationship looking for 50-50, you're sitting there looking what the other person can add to you versus you giving everything.
What you're putting
Exactly,
out. Okay.
exactly. And when you think about that, you know, dating 100-100, basically you're in a relationship, you're serving each other, right?
Right.
But if you're dating with a deficit, you're not even walking in a relationship to serve. You're walking into a relationship seeing what you can get out of a person. When you meet a person, is what can you do for me versus, you know, what can I
do for you?
How can I be in that person's life?
Okay. So dating with a deficit. So it sounds like you've met a few people that hadn't healed.
Right, right.
And so did you recognize that early on? What did that look like to you? How did you recognize it? Like, talk to me a little bit about your personal experiences in doing that.
So my personal experiences at first, a lot of times with those dates, it's too good to be true. You end up in that too good to be true situation. And a lot of times that happened because, tell you about that?
Too good to be true means. What does that look like?
Okay, so what it looks like is when, say for instance,
I've had a few of those.
Yeah, well,
let's
you know,
talk about that.
yeah,
Tell me
so,
from a man's
okay.
standpoint, what does that too good to be true scenario look like?
A lot of times when people meet each other, there's this concept of, you know, and that's the common thing now, is I'm upfront, I say what I want, I say what I need, right? To me, that's not always a good thing, because if you say what you want, what you need, you're basically schooling that person on how to treat you, how to get your attention, how to be that person that you need at first. And so a lot of times when you enter into a relationship, this person's everything. You're just happy. You know, you want a man, you know, a lot of women say, I want a man that takes care of himself. You know, he holds the door. He's a gentleman. He has traditional values. I need a man that does this and does that, right?
So then you're saying that person will take that and mimic what you're telling
Of course,
them? Okay.
of course. If you want something, if a man wants something, he'll do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Now, the reality is that what he needs, right? But say, for example, I meet you and, you know, I'm head over heels. I see you. I think it's love at first sight, right? We start to talk. We chat it up on our phone conversation, and you start telling me what you like, what you need, what you're looking for. And I'm hearing that. I'm like,
So I'm saying
oh,
I need
okay.
someone that's affectionate,
Right.
and I need someone that opens doors, and I need
Right.
someone that is open-minded, and all of
Right.
those things. Then, okay.
So now in my mind, it goes to, can I do this? Versus, is that me? You see the difference? It's almost, you can use an example of a person that wants a car and they don't have the credit to get it, but they look at that car and they just dreaming about that car. So they do whatever it takes to get it. They may get a high finance loan, something they can't afford, but they go for that car and they go get it. Now, 3 months later, they realize that, hey, I can't afford this car. You know, things start to get crazy. You got robbed from Paul to pay Peter, and then you get over it. And then everything changes. Your whole demeanor about it changes. Same thing with a relationship. You put all those cards out. I hear what you're saying. I'm like, okay, I can do that. But what happens is over time, that evolves into me going back into my default, who I really am. And now you're like, hey, what changed? And I'm like, nothing changed, because I don't even realize it, right? But I'm just being me. But at first I wasn't being me. You know, I wanted you.
They think they're living in a police state and they become hostile toward the policeman. They think that the policeman is there to be against them rather than to protect them. And these thoughts, these frustrations, these apprehensions automatically are sufficient to make these Negroes begin to form means and ways to protect themselves in case the police
Imagine trying to flex on me and I'm rooting for you. You niggas in a whole different mood. I don't envy those shoes. Look at how you vibrate. Must be something in your food. Damn. I wish real life for your dreams and warm hearts for all of your enemies. You should know these feelings. Let's mix some alcohol with some of our tendencies and vibe to the ism. My melanin come alive when I am in your presence. So choose your love wise, or wounds never heal as evil tends to hide. Boom. I swear I be in a different space these days. What do I deserve? How do I behave as I watch the Pisces? We are in a different age, that's why I be in space. Let my melanin breathe, I swear I be in space. They ain't even catch it. I see the regression, they turn this into games, huh? I see the deflection. It's probably why I'm always in some state of a depression.